One of the biggest requests I get when it comes to strategy sessions is some people are just ready to move into momentum and to set a new standard, a new rhythm for themselves. Because maybe they've been stuck in that place where things go well for a while and then they reach those highs, probably not even the highs they know that they're capable of, but they get some results. And then they either do too much and they burn out, or they second guess themselves, or something happens and then they go back to zero and below. And they feel completely swallowed up by that self-doubt, imposter syndrome. Can I really do this? Who am I to do this? And then if you can go with me on the visual, then the idea and the effort that we imagine that it's going to take to crawl out of this situation again, not just even to get to the heights, but to get to that base point again, it just feels so exhausting even before you started. And so when we are working together, I want to always build from solid foundations. So you're not going too hectic, too fast, too high, too quickly. You're just building that pace that you can sustain. If you imagine step aerobics or one of those aerobic VHSs from back in the day, they always used to talk about like getting your heart to a point where you can sustain it. It's like, okay, girls, here we go. If you are out of breath right now, go down to the more basic version, the low impact version, because what you don't want to do is then totally crash out halfway through the next section. You want to find that pace for yourself. Another thing I should say is once you raise that momentum, once you find that rhythm again, it very quickly becomes your new normal. It feels comfortable and then you can build on it. Like I did when I started running all those years ago, I just remember thinking, how on earth am I going to do this? Like, how do you get to that stage where you just run places without thinking about it or without feeling like you might need to have an inhaler from somebody? You build it and you never go all the way back to zero again. Your body remembers it. You build that muscle and your body's like, I know you've been injured, or I know you've had a baby, and I know you've had a bit of time off, but don't worry, I've locked it in. That's how we want to get to with your business. For more info, send me a message and let's have a chat.